I felt like I was a shit for real, even though I had no eyebrows.
Wait, you had no eyebrows? Do you have a picture? Can we insert here? Welcome to today's episode of Ask ZULA, and today's guest, very special. I say that about all my guests because they're all very special, okay? So, very popular YouTuber on a very popular channel called Wa Banana. Okay, I would say she's one of the OGs on the scene, at least in my perspective. You started when you were 19 on the channel, and I guess the reason why I invited her here today as well is because I'm very curious about how it was back then, like how the YouTube scene was back then, how you started, and how it's changed over the years, right? Yeah. And I think we also only can tell so much about a person through the video, so I wanted to know the real you. Okay,
the real me. That's so daunting.
You. Okay, no lah, can be the same, can be different. We'll find out in this video. Okay, so everybody, let's welcome Chrysan.
Yay!
Welcome.
Thanks. Hi guys, I'm Chrysan, and honestly, it's really weird that I'm doing this right now. Like, it's not normal. Like, why would I be doing an interview about myself? That makes no sense. Like,
why?
I don't know. It's just very rare. Like, we don't do this kind of stuff.
Okay, understand. Yeah. Maybe you can share with us a bit about, how you are this year, what you do at Wa Banana now, and also maybe like some hobbies, interests, anything you're passionate about on the side.
I'm 27, and right now I'm the HR and account manager in Wa Banana, and I'm also the talent manager, so that's like quite a few roles. I also study part-time psychology right now. So like I work in the day and then after I study at night. And I think that's about it. My passion lies in like psychology, mental health.
Okay. I think for the start, I think the audience and many people online are curious about, what goes on behind the scenes in, media companies and, how you got started in Wa Banana.
We have about, in terms of full-timers, we have about 12 people in the office.
Understand.
Yeah. Okay. It's not even Team A, Team B. It's everybody add together.
Yeah. When you started, was it also about that size?
When we first started, right, it's actually just my two bosses, so Jason and Ling Yi, and then me. So I was technically their first employee. No idea why they hired me, by the way. No, for real, like no idea why they hired me. I was very young, right? And then no education, no social skills. Up till now, still no social skills. But yeah, I didn't know how to do anything. Really, no hard skills. Bad acting, yes, but but then they just hired me.
Okay.
For real, one day. Just imagine role play a bit. Okay, I'm
sure.
Lingy.
Okay, now I have to be an actress, yes.
Wait, Jason first. I text you. Chrysan, can you come to Lingy's house tomorrow?
Okay, coming.
Come.
Yes.
I'm Lingy now.
Yes, okay.
She just take out this contract and she put on the table, just like, we would like to hire you full time. Very confident. Okay. We would like to hire you full time.
Yeah.
Nobody had anything bad to say about you, so don't take too long to think about it, because maybe I'll take it away tomorrow.
Oh no! You're like, huh? Oh my gosh, okay.
Yeah, bro. And I never really held like a proper full-time job. I did a little while before that, but this is like legit, you know.
Okay. So you are the first ever employee of Wa Banana. That's pretty cool.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, and you've been there since.
Yeah.
We love, okay? And you have then when you were hired, what was your job? Were you like an actress? Were you signed as like an actress or a talent?
Oh, very different.
Oh, okay.
So everyone, basically everyone who's in Wa Banana, we are freelance talents. So we act, right?
Yeah.
But people who work in the office is a bit different. This is like really offering you a job, right? So when I was first offered a job, I was tasked to manage the social media accounts.
Okay.
And I was tasked to do editing.
Okay. Like video editing?
Video editing, yeah. Yeah, not photo editing. This one I do every day on my own Instagram account. So
Correct.
But what do you mean correct?
Like,
You're
do
supposed to
your
say-
own Instagram account correct, what wrong
No,
way?
you're supposed to say you look exactly like your pictures.
I mean, you do what? I never said whoa. Photo editing and never say you need to 美图秀秀 your face,
No, it's
okay?
me too, but yeah.
Oh, okay. She say one, not me, she say I never say anything.
I every day at home, me too.
Don't scold me. I don't say anything, okay? Okay, moving on. So after when you were editing and doing social media management, and on the side you also appear in the videos, right?
Yes.
Okay, so how was that for you? Because I, based on what I see, a lot of it's like acting, going into a role per se, that kind of content. Was that something that you wanted to do?
Yes and no. Start with how I met Jason first.
Sure.
Because he was the first person I met from Wa Banana. I dropped out of school. I dropped out of secondary school.
Okay.
I think back then that's a horrible thing to do, and it's like, you get what I mean? It's not that common, I think. My sister was like, okay, you gotta go do something, and then she came across this thing called J-Team Academy. It is a filmmaking class by Jack Neo.
Okay.
So I went to learn that. Jason, he was also in the class, and I got teamed into the same group as him. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
And then one day, and I was 17 back then.
Right.
Yeah. And then he was like, Chrysan, do you want to act?
Just casually.
And I was like, okay.
Oh my god! I mean, like, no shade or anything. It's like, at that point in time, I'll be like, just random, like, person, like, do you want to act? Then you're just like, okay.
He was our team leader, I think.
Oh, in like your group, is it?
Yes. And then from then on, they were like, they started calling me more frequently.
Okay.
And honestly speaking, when I was younger doing that, it was easy. Like, it didn't feel scary. It didn't feel awkward. Like, it just felt like, I'm young, I'm the star, of course I'm the star. You got what I mean?
Okay. Like, you are literally the main character in all the videos. No, it's like main character energy. You know what I mean? That kind of like...
That's how teenagers feel.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, like, and that's how I felt. I felt like I was the shit for real, even though I had no eyebrows.
Wait, you had no eyebrows? Because
last time, you know,
Okay.
But yeah, last time, I haven't done any eyebrow embroidery, so like no eyebrows, and then
last time nobody know how to do eyebrows,
Correct.
Only like recently. Then
so makeup was horrible, no
Understand.
personality. But yeah, I somehow I thought I was the shit. But over the years, that confidence depleted, and it felt different to be on camera.
Okay.
Like I 100% full disclosure, I don't feel very comfortable in front of camera. Like even right now, it feels a bit awkward to me.
Okay, understand. We'll talk a bit about it later. We will. Don't worry. I'm therapist Leah for the day. Don't worry. Wow, therapist on camera. I'm not even qualified, everybody. But we can talk a bit about, at the start when you were growing in Wa Banana, and then the viewership started to increase, right? When did you realize that, these videos are getting like super popular?
I think there was one that all of a sudden hit 1 million. A very old video, but I don't remember which one it was.
Okay.
I think the first video that I was in went pretty viral at the point of time. It was Kiasu Singaporeans.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that one got over 1 million views, if I'm not wrong. I think one of the most important point is probably that there weren't too many big players
In the scene, is it?
in the scene, and not a lot of content.
And I think it was also very relatable. At that one point in time, because not a lot of people are doing it, when you come out with something so relatable, everybody's like, wow, this thing, like, wow, we never see this before, Really, like, people never see this kind of content before at that point in time. So it was quite interesting that so many people were able to produce a video like that also, right?
After that, we hit 1 million subscribers.
Yes, true. After that, you did hit 1 million. When did y'all hit 1 million subscribers?
I don't remember, a few years ago. I think
Yeah.
3-4 years ago.
Was that
Maybe
the peak?
No, that was not the peak.
Oh, when is the peak?
Yeah, the peak was probably when there was one year we attended YouTube Fan Fest.
Oh yes, I remember that was a thing.
Yeah, at Scape.
Yeah.
At Scape. So cool. Wow, oh my gosh, that one. We were like, all of us were in a van. We wore the same color clothing. We had like yellow accessories. All of us thought we were the shit.
Like the biggest celebrities in Singapore.
For real, we were in a van. We had like people like protecting us. We had security like bringing us out, and then I fell.
Oh my god! Wait, do you have a video of this or a photo?
I don't have. Yeah,
Oh shit, that's
it was
so
after the
funny.
fan fest, and then somebody was trying to give me roses, and somehow I fell.
Oh my god, girl! People want to give you roses, leh! Holy shit!
But I think that was really our peak because when you go out, I think that you can feel the difference. Like you can feel either people staring or like maybe wanting to like speak to you or something like that, or they recognize you, like they know that your content is out there. It's a very cool feeling because like it's a huge accomplishment. Because for a while, I think for quite a long time, we held the title of most subscribed YouTube channel in Singapore.
So actually, what is like has your favorite video been? Like a video that you've been in?
Favorite video? I have two favorite videos.
Oh, okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, of course, of
I have
course.
two. Oh, I think the first one would be dating evolution.
Okay.
A little bit of context, right? Is because it was a video that required a lot of props, but we didn't really have like the time and the budget to go and source all these big props. Like how can I freaking like source a fucking mountain right now? That's not possible, right? How can I make that? So Jason came up with a very genius idea.
Yes.
Printing paper. So it's just paper, you put it in front of the camera, it becomes a forced perspective. So we did the entire video, no cut. Yeah.
Wow.
And then so that video is very special, dating evolution. And then the second video is it's actually a video that I scripted that I really love, but it's kind of dumb.
Okay.
It's my mother versus your mother.
Okay.
I actually wanted to shoot this video and my Lingy actually didn't want me to shoot it.
Okay.
Because I guess it's not funny enough or not in depth enough. While she was away, sorry. Well, on a trip, I asked Jason like, oh, can we film that video? Because we don't have any video scheduled this week also, right?
Okay.
So can we shoot that video? And he was like, yeah, okay. Then we shot the video at my place and that's it.
Okay, how did that video do?
Really well.
Oh.
It's the most viewed video on the channel.
Imagine it could have not happened. After that, how did Lingy feel? You know, when she realized the video was like doing super well.
I think as a boss of the company, I think she.
More happy,
I think have to be happy, right? Because it's after all, it's like everyone's achievement is
Mm,
your achievement.
correct,
you know?
correct.
Yeah, it's the company's achievements. So I think she was quite fine with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you know, like seeing it grow through the years now, do you feel like, how do you feel about, you know, things changing, especially because last time you guys were like you mentioned, there's a peak, right? And then they were the OG players in the scene, and now how has that changed for y'all?
I think it does feel a bit weird to know that, you know, we're not the most subscribed channel anymore. But I'm very, very proud of like the shows that we came out with. Cause I think I dare say that compared to other YouTube channels, our shows are quite unique.
Okay.
Like, you know, we have Killer Game and then also we have recently we just launched one new game. It's
Is it a dance one?
yeah, it's so cute.
Yeah, I saw
Dance
that.
Dance Saturday. When I saw the cut, I was like, I love it. Like just seeing how we grow from like skits to reality shows and then to like commercials and all that kind of stuff, like makes me feel very, very proud of very proud of everyone in the office.
Good job, Chrysan. Good
Thanks.
job. Just a random thought or a question, like, you know, if you didn't start off on YouTube or anything, do you think that you would have wanted to be in this scene or like in this job role? You know what I mean? Like being on a personality, being online, having to share your life with like so many people, being so public about that.
I think about that a lot because I think as a teenager, I would still make the same choice. Because it felt good. It felt good to have validation. It felt good to have a certain amount of fame. And then it feels good to this day to be able to work with awesome people and have like really nice clients and work on really cool projects.
Yeah.
Right? But I get this feeling from time to time that like sometimes I just want to delete my social media account or something like this, or like maybe I don't want to be in the social media scene, like maybe I should do something else entirely, like pursue my studies in psychology, go and be a psychologist, something like that.
Is there a reason as to why like you suddenly said that, you know, you kind of don't feel like you want to be so involved anymore? Was there any kind of like thing that triggered it per se?
Triggered the feeling of like not wanting to be seeing other people's stuff?
Yeah, or like just kind of withdrawing from like social media. I would think that some people would have bad experiences with it, or maybe like they feel a lot of pressure to behave a certain way, maybe? Yeah.
Oh my god, that's a very good point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Do you want to share
the
about
pressure to behave a certain way, that's something that I really, really detest.
that? Okay.
I really hate it. I wouldn't say that is the trigger.
Okay.
But that's definitely a contributing factor. There are several times where when I was a bit younger, I tend to just post whatever I want.
Yeah.
Or say whatever I want. All the evidence are on Facebook status. So
Facebook status, oh my god.
yeah,
Okay.
Facebook status and like my old pictures, just very straightforward and like you don't filter your thoughts.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that filtering is not good. I'm saying that it seems that there is a certain way that people tend to accept others more in social media. Like if you behave a certain way.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Do you agree?
Yeah, of course.
And
it's so obvious. People only like to see the nice things, right? Why would they like to see the not so nice things on social
correct,
media?
yeah.
I think a lot of people fear that judgment or fear that criticism from the public, right? And then they kind of do a less like a toned down representation of themselves, or they kind of tweak their personality to like fit what people would like. But that's something that you clearly feel like you don't agree with lah.
Yeah, like it's a bit contradictory because like if you see like I struggle with this, right? Like I don't agree with it, yet on the YouTube scene, on YouTube videos, it is an exaggerated version.
Ah, okay.
You get what I mean?
Like who you are on YouTube videos is different from who you are in real life. Okay.
And then on Instagram, it's also kind of different.
It's like you curate it to fit each
certain
social
platforms.
media, correct?
Yeah, or even certain shows. Like for example, on Killer Game, I need to be a bit more rash and like make crazy decisions or like be a bit loud, something like that.
Oh,
you know?
Okay. Do you feel like you're just acting, like you're playing different acting roles and different things, like legit, because you are an actress, right? Like on the platform and in your company as well.
I would like to believe that it is still a part of me that is expressed in a different way. But because the human brain is so complicated, I struggle with a bit of self-identity issue.
Oh,
yeah,
I
do.
see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think to put it simply in a way that most people can understand is that even if I try to distance myself from social media, it is still a big part of my life.
Yep.
And there is a divide.
Okay.
And I am not sure how to match like social media me, how I feel inside, nicely.
Ah, okay.
Well, let me give you an example. Like you are a teenager, you are growing in a family. You are set a certain way with certain traits. Your family expects you to act a certain way in certain situations. Because they have known you for a long time. Let's say I've known you from 1 year old to 17 years old.
Correct.
This is who you are.
Correct.
But this is not true because people change.
Yeah.
Let's say from 17 to 28, you become someone else. And when there is this like discrepancy, people around you tend to be uncomfortable and you tend to be uncomfortable. And you get what I mean?
I see. Okay.
Yeah. And some people, they have to make the decision to move away from home sometimes in order to grow.
Yep.
Because if you keep staying in the same spot, sometimes you cannot find yourself. And this is a bit of what I'm experiencing.
I see.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's because, the audience or the people who watch you have seen you grow up since you were like 19, right? On the channel, and now you're like 27. Like how you were at 19 and how you were at 27 is very, very different. But do people expect you to still behave a certain way like last time, or like have this impression that you're like this because of how they perceive you to be like maybe 5 years ago, and then you feel like you are expected to continue to keep up that kind of like character in a sense?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. I see. You said you're a very big advocate on mental health. Maybe you want to share a little bit about like, what besides this like a bit of identity crisis, like is there anything else that you are going through that maybe you would like to share with the audience that people don't really know much about?
I have depression and also anxiety issues, but for many years already anyway. Actually, I only first went to the doctor, I think 2016.
Okay.
But way before that, recently I realized, oh, actually it started a long time ago. Because I think when I was like 16 or something, like my brother actually told my boyfriend at a point of time, like they were actually talking about my mental health. And I overheard him and he was like, oh, how much does it cost to see a psychiatrist? Maybe I would pay for it and I'll bring her, something like that. So yeah. And then recently I spoke about it to him. Very recently.
Oh, okay.
And then he was like, oh yeah. Oh, at the point of time I just felt that you were emotionally very unstable.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think it was quite obvious.
Was there any like reason behind it?
I think just a guess and a feeling is probably my mom's passing
Okay.
that caused it, because it happened when I was 15, but then before that she was sick for a very long time. So I guess it was a bit chaotic with, like, you know, the family situation. Having a sick parent is not someone. She battled cancer for 9 years. That's a very long time. Yeah. I think that's probably one of the reasons why. But yeah, in terms of like seeking help, right, I think, I'm not sure, maybe if I'm not wrong, maybe I was having a panic attack or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and it just got to a point where, oh, I remember already.
Oh, you remember already? Okay.
I remember already. Yes.
Okay, yes.
I was supposed to go to work at a point of time.
Okay.
Not Wablana, somewhere
Another
else.
place,
Yeah.
okay.
Couldn't go to work.
Okay.
I woke up, I just started crying and then very nervous, and then hands and my limbs were cold, and then so freaking anxious. I just didn't know what was wrong. I just went to a private clinic and then I just started crying. I was like, can you help me? Like, I feel very nervous, I feel very scared. And then he was like, why? I was like, I don't know why, I'm just scared. And then he was like, you need to relax.
Okay.
And then he prescribed me some relaxants, and then after that he referred me to a private government hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, and then that's where I saw a psychiatrist.
How do you think, like, you know, your mental health has affected your work? Do you think it has affected your work, or how do you cope with it when you are working or doing your job?
I think about 2 years ago it was affecting my work quite a bit. Like, I would like do my work halfway and then I would want to start crying, or like I would do my work halfway and I get this like very painful feeling in my chest, and then one side of my face will just go numb.
Okay.
Because it's just my anxiety. It's just my anxiety telling me that I'm not doing good enough, blah blah blah.
Right.
And then I get very nervous. And then I would go to the bathroom and cry. I was very transparent about it with my bosses, because they were one of the first few people that I spoke to, and they are so supportive. Yeah, they are very, very supportive. They would always ask me, like, do you wanna take a break? Is there something that we can do? Or, you know, they listen. And I think as bosses, they did more than good enough for me.
When did you kind of voice out about these mental health issues that you faced on your social media? And, you know, like, what are you aiming to do for your audience? Like, you mentioned that you want to help. You want to tie in, like, right? Let's talk about that.
One of the first few steps that I can do is, you know, talk about mental health and be open about it on social media.
Yeah.
But sometimes that's not what people need.
Yeah.
I'm really, really hoping that in the long run I could provide some sort of like community. That would be really, really nice. I'm hoping, because and also there's a powerful thing about social media is that it's online. You can reach more than just Singaporeans. Yeah, so I'm hoping to build a community that people around the world can come together, discuss about their mental health, and also share resources. That will be the most ideal situation. And then once I complete my studies, blah 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 blah, then I feel more confident in what I'm sharing with them as well.
Okay. It's like being credible in what you can do to provide help for people in your community.
Correct. And also I realized that therapy is actually very expensive.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's very expensive. A lot of people cannot afford.
Yeah,
but also because, you know, our MediSave, it doesn't really cover that.
Oh yeah, it doesn't. Yeah.
It doesn't really cover that. So I'm hoping at some point to provide some form of resource to the people who needs help, specifically teenagers as well, and then they don't have to spend like crazy money to get help.
I guess that kind of like wraps up what we'll be talking about today. Yeah.
Great! Now my anxiety can end.
Oh my god!
I'm
so bad. I like stress her out for this video.
Thank you so much.
No worries. Before we end, I think you shared quite a bit about like, you know, your own struggles as well as like what you want to do to help others. Any last like words of advice for people who are struggling with their mental health?
I know that it's hard, and I know that sometimes you don't feel heard, but we only have ourselves. And you know, you imagine how sometimes when you speak to your friend, like you're nice to your friend, you're nice to people around you, even to people who are not nice to you, you're nice to them. But this is one thing that you can do for yourself, is to treat yourself the same way as you treat others. Take care of yourself, be kind, because you are the only person in your life. So please don't mistreat yourself. Just start treating yourself better. And I'm so sorry, I'm very naggy, but just one last reminder, don't mind me. I realized that lots of people, you know, in that moment when you're on your lows, right? People tend to just like give up on themselves in that moment. But trust me, if there's a low, there's a high. And you just have to pull through, get to the high, and like don't give up on yourself in that moment, because if I did, you know, it's not worth it. I'm here for you. I got your back.
Oh, thank you for that.
Thank you.
And I think that in this video, well, I started off this video and the interview with her like going like, oh, let's talk about what banana and you know everything, and like how's your journey as a being on YouTube, blah blah blah, and then it became like, oh, very in-depth like conversations about mental health. But I think it's good because like it just shows how much how many different aspects a person can have in their life. Like you have like your work aspect, but you also have like so much going on in your own journey and your own journey through mental health, which is still an ongoing process, right, as you have mentioned. And I think that could also help people see you in a different perspective.
I hope so.
You can always see Chrysan's social media, even though she says she don't like social media. It's all linked in the description below. So I'm sure if you want to share with her, I think a lot of like people who may find this story relatable could potentially reach out to you as well. And
Yes,
sometimes
please.
they do share these things on
Please do.
with you as well. Yeah, so you can definitely reach out to her and let her know as well. Lor. Yeah, so thanks for being here.
Thank you so much, and I hope like you share your story one day.
No, what the literally.
I hope so.
No.
Comment down below if you want her to share her story.
And this is out the video. Oh my god. With that said, thank you for watching this video,
Thank
everybody.
you.
And if you like this video, leave in the comments down below what you like about it. And let us know who else you would like us to interview on future episodes of Ask ZULA. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. No, not me. Bye bye. See you.
Bye.